Alright guys, I'm here to do a review on a couple things. It's been a while since I've done a review, but I figured got some exciting things here. Number one, I know everyone's been talking about the sleeves that fit perfectly. These are the ones that I've been using. It's not the official DropMix ones, but I think they're a little less and they do a great job. And then actually kind of excited from Cardamajigs. Got these. It just came out. It was a Kickstarter project, and I got them to replace my old way of saving my DropMix cards. So as you can see, did these, but the round edges here, I was always afraid that it'll kind of press the corners up, and sometimes if you look close, after a while, there you go, you can't close them. They end up opening up. Very flimsy, so when I heard about these, thought it'd be a cool thing to get, and I just got them. Okay, so I will go through quick reviews on these three things. Alright, so the first thing I want to go show you guys is just like the proper way of opening these. I actually got it from another YouTuber that I'll definitely credit down in the comments, but and actually helped in it's being able to open these things because I know they're difficult and we're trying to not damage them. So one of the things you want to do is just focus actually on cutting using, very carefully, of course. Children, get your parents to help you out. Just to cut along the back here, this plastic area, and then pulling them out. So I will show you guys how I'm going to do that, which sucks because these are awesome looking, but can't get to the cards unless you rip them open. All right, there we go. All right, we got them all out. You notice I almost bent one of them. You have to take your time, be careful, because you saw how it was just, the idea is to get it right on that edge, kind of pull them all out, and then just take your time cleaning them out, and you should be able to do just fine. Again, I wish there was a way to actually save it, but there you go, quick tip on just how to open these packs. Now let's go on to the sleeves. All right, so I did a little bit of research, saw a lot of different ones. There's some name brands, but I got a lot of good reviews on these. Ideally, you want some that will not stick when you put in the card. It gives the fixability, though there is a little bit of know-how on how to put them in so you don't even bend them when you get them in there. I'll show you how to do one, but they actually work great. They are slippery, so they don't have, there's some that actually have a rough back. I really wanted them to be invisible so people don't even know. So let's do an example of one. And just a lot of patience with it though, because it's small. So really, ideally, see, I'll go in, see that? Usually I'll use my fingers, kind of try to slide as much as I can. This one's actually doing a pretty good job. As you near the top though, it gets a little more tricky. Now, this is the way most people are doing it. You got to be careful, because if you do put too much pressure, you will bend them on the corners here. Not a good way. So going all the way down. Be very careful, and there you go. So as you can see, I've seen the ones that DropMix ones, and these say DropMix on the back. So I don't know what the costs are, but if these are cheaper, they'll do a good job. But let's go ahead and do the rest of them. All done, and I don't know if you could see with the time lapse, but I used every technique differently depending on how I was putting them in. I either did this, I tried to slide it in. On occasion, it just seems to get stuck. I pull it out again. One of them had like a little dust of something, you could feel it, so took it out, cleaned it out, tried again. Sometimes you'll feel like you're bending it. As soon as you do let go, try to straighten it out, start again, take your time. But the idea is once they're in there, I mean, they're not coming out. You don't want them out. They're ready to go. So then how do you pack them, right? So again, just to use these things, because as you can see, I collect cards, so had a lot of these around, and you know, are plastic. I even ended up putting up the title on these, but I found that by putting one of them, you notice the round edges slightly bends because you have the corners. That's why these, even now, for collectors, for any kind of hobby, like, they're not the best to put in because they tend to kind of bend the edges. But there's also a limit on how many. Now you could get a bigger one, you know, and I had these for a while, and these are easy. I mean, you put these in, you know, get those in there. Work great as two, but then we have 15 cards. So then, actually, there was a thread when I was talking about these, and someone actually recommended these. Again, Kickstarter, so I just got them 2 days ago. Here's their info. Their info will be downstairs, down in the comments. But finally got them, and I was skeptical. I got the clear ones. They have like a lot of different designs, but I wanted the ones that you could actually see. I'm thinking maybe I would put the, instead of putting the sticker on there, maybe on here, maybe print out something like those cassette tapes that they're using to make the boxes, and kind of put maybe one in the back that says the name. But usually most of them are all going to be stacked up. So let me show you how these come and how you end up putting them together. So again, these are Cardamajigs. I mean, they're for magic cards, but as you can see, they work great with these. And this is how they show up. And at first I'm like, these are dirty. Like, I was very skeptical. I'm like, my goodness. And then you have to build them. So let me show you how to build one of these. And then I'll show you how to make them look pristine. That took a while to figure out. So there you go. It's complete. But you know what? When I got them, I'm like, jeez. Look how like opaque they are. They're almost yellow. And in the steps, they actually said that there was a film on these. But I'm like, they must have not done it for a kid. Like, you could actually see the scratches and stuff. But thankfully, they were smart enough to think of putting a protective plastic on these. And so all of a sudden you take this off. Look at that. It's almost satisfying taking these things out. You have to be careful because it's also on the corners. You gotta be careful to take these out. To get the idea. There you go, one side. The other. See, it's such a thin film, you can actually, very carefully, you can rip these. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Go all the way down across. Alright. There we go. There's definitely something satisfying about taking this out. And there you go. Oh. So we're going to put it back together. I mean, and this is the plastic feels like, you know, the what kind of plastic when you're buying toys or something, you need to have those knives or scissors to cut through it because it's so hard. I mean, it's very thick. Not so thick, but very, you know, like the kind that if you wanted to rip this, you couldn't just pull it open. You would have to use scissors to cut it. But what intrigued me about these, the reason, you know, I got these is their clever locking mechanism. So they lock in the tab. See, it actually comes out. Now, I'm thinking maybe put a dab of maybe some glue or something to keep it closed on here, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, right now I'm gonna try them like these, like they come already. But so pretty much you push this forward, so it locks, right? There it is. But if you're like, okay, you're done, you're ready to take them with you, you jump plane, DropMix. There's put the tab packs in. Because you almost don't want to rip it, but still, I mean, it's pretty durable. There you go. All right, so both the top and the bottom flaps are in there. And there you go. Like this is. So now, I got my brand new fantastic deck over here. Make sure they're on the right. Well, that's the hidden one. It goes away. So now we got the 15 ones. Right, and we got the cube base. They say to put a finger in here to kind of push it up. There you go. Flaps open. Tighten them in. I'll do the quick lock. And there you go. All right. Let's see, I'll do the sturdier lock. See, I'm sure once the plastic gets used to the form it's going, there we go. So now you have this, right? Stack up nicely against each other. You could tell which ones they are because you can see them from the clear. That's why I got the clear decks. However, again, it'd be nice to just put the tag on there. And there you go, review of these Cardamajigs. Again, here's their info for those, and these are the ones that I used this week. Cool. Hopefully this helped you guys out to make some decisions. Thanks for watching.